Hello class, this is going to be your first project that you are working on. Some of you guys have already done this, but with this block that you've made marks on all the way around, okay, it should look like this. If it doesn't look like that, then you take this trusty L-shaped piece, set it on here, and you're going to make a mark at one end, mark at the other end, connect those using your straight ruler. All the way around, do the same thing, right? Make all your marks. Then similarly here, make sure the short side is going down. Make a mark, connect it. All right, the other way to do it is to actually set your pen on here and slide it. Ooh, if you got classy moves like that. Okay, once you have all your marks, the other tool you're going to need, the tool that you're going to need is the sanding block, okay? And you want to start with 80 grit. Super important that on the back it says 80, probably says 80D in case you want the specifics on that, but if it has the number 80 and then a letter, that is the one you're going for. Okay? So you are going to, on this block, once you have these marks, either create a roundover or a chamfer. I'm going to teach you first how to do the chamfer. Then I'll show you how to do the roundover. Alright, here we go. Now that you've got your marks, this is how we're going to sand. Well, just know this, you're going to have an angle on your sanding block, and it may rotate. If you're doing the roundover, you're going to be rotating. And look, what would happen if our sanding block is like this and we're trying to do it while it's on the flat ground? It's going to be challenging. So the first thing I recommend doing is getting something else, maybe a brick or maybe some textbooks or something to put underneath the piece you're sanding, leaving it over the edge, so like that. So say I'm working on this edge, okay? Now, I'm going to actually do this piece for you because, as you can see, right now, it has a square edge. And these lines are there for you to have as a guide. I'm going to start by doing a chamfer, okay? A chamfer is when we keep our block at a 45-degree angle to the face and to the side edge, and we just go back and forth and try and keep it even. Okay? So to do that, setting up my block, sanding block here. Keys to sanding well, going all the way, the full distance, back and forth. Okay? Trying to keep that tight. Okay? Okay. That was just doing a handful of strikes, and look, I've already got the beginnings of a chamfer. Now those lines, remember, are supposed to show me, am I equally close to those lines? If I'm equal from there to there, and from there to there, that means that I have a good chamfer going on. If it's clearly closer to this line, then I need to make my block go that way. If it's closer to this line, then I need to make my block go more that way. Alright, so I'll do a few more strikes on here with fast motion so you can see how it gets done. Also a good idea to kind of pat out, if you're not wearing clothes that you care about, pat out some of the sawdust to make it so it's not as clogged. Okay, a few things. Right now, I have a very even line on here. Some of you guys, since you haven't sanded as much as I have, might see that it's getting more taken away here than there. What I recommend is never sand a lot in one spot. If you know that you need to sand more here than here, then you go light there and then stronger there. Light, stronger. Because you want it to be a consistent line instead of it being like a rainbow or a divot. Okay, the more you stay in one place and just sand very specifically in one spot, the more likely you're going to have divots. So keep that sanding block moving. That's key. Okay, so that's for the chamfer. On the other side, see it's square right now. I'm going to teach you how to do a roundover. Okay, so roundover is going to be a little different. I want you to start almost flat, go a few strokes, then see how I'm slightly turning? And you never want to go fully flat. You never want to go fully flat. Now, I'm going to show you how this is slightly mistaken. Look, as you see this, see how there's a lot more taken off right there at the very end? Mr. Coop did a little too, I let the block fall over the front. Shouldn't let that happen. So I'm going to fix that by maintaining and putting less pressure towards the end. Okay, so I've now fixed that problem, and you can see the roundover starting to develop. Okay, so you do not have to get all the way to the lines for either the roundover or the chamfer, but whatever you do on one side, you want to make sure you do on all the others as well. So I did two different ones on the same block. That is not what I hope you do. I hope you choose either the roundover or the chamfer, and you do that on all four sides. Okay, good luck.